Commander Richard O'Kane, USS Tang, 1944, October 24, 1944. Commander Richard O'Kane and his crew aboard the USS Tang had become heroes of the Pacific War. 21 ships sunk, only 2 torpedoes left. That night, under a pale moon, O'Kane ordered the final shot. The last torpedo raced ahead, then curved sharply. Within seconds, it turned back, heading straight for them. O'Kane shouted for emergency speed, but fate had already chosen. Their own weapon struck the submarine's stern. The explosion ripped through steel and silence alike. Of 87 men, only 9 survived, floating in darkness as the sea swallowed their masterpiece of war. The Tang's final victim was herself, Seaman Sergei Preminin, K-219, 1986, October 3, 1986. Deep in the Atlantic, Soviet sailor Sergei Preminin faced a horror no soldier trains for. The submarine K-219 suffered an explosion in its missile bay. Toxic gases spread, and the twin nuclear reactors overheated. Without power, a meltdown was minutes away. To prevent it, someone had to enter the scalding hot reactor compartment and lower the control rods manually. Sergei volunteered. Inside, temperatures soared above 70 degrees centigrade. His partner collapsed. Sergei dragged him out, then went back in alone. He managed to shut down the final rod assembly, saving the crew from nuclear disaster. But when he tried to escape, pressure sealed the hatch. They couldn't open it. Sergei's oxygen ran out. He died. A hero who stopped a nuclear catastrophe with his bare hands. Captain Yevgeny Vanin, Komsomolets, 1989, April 7th, 1989. The Komsomolets, a titanium marvel capable of diving deeper than any other submarine, cruised through the icy Norwegian Sea. A small air leak sparked a fire that turned into an inferno. Flames devoured cables, smoke-choked compartments, and power failed. Captain Yevgeny Vanin ordered an emergency blow. The submarine surfaced, battered and burning. Hours later, she began to sink again. Vanin led 5 men into an escape pod, but when it reached the surface, the hatch violently depressurized, killing 2 instantly. On the freezing waves, survivors clung to wreckage as rescue came too late. 42 men died that day, not from war, but from the ocean's cold patience. Commander Denis Dolonsky, AS-12 Losharik, 2019, July 1st, 2019. Deep beneath the Barents Sea, the secretive Russian sub Losharik carried some of the Navy's best officers, 9 of them decorated heroes. Commander Denis Dolonsky led the mission. An electrical short in the new lithium-ion batteries caused a fire that burned hotter than steel could handle. The crew fought it for 40 relentless minutes, breathing through portable oxygen tanks as smoke filled every corner. Then came the explosion. 14 of Russia's most skilled submariners died fighting to save their ship. And perhaps something even more classified. The details remain hidden, locked beneath layers of secrecy and salt water. Lieutenant William Anderson, the S-4 tragedy, 1927, December 17, 1927. Off the cold Massachusetts coast, Lieutenant William Anderson guided the submarine USS S-4 through calm waters during what should have been a routine test. Above the waves, the Coast Guard destroyer Paulding was chasing rum smugglers. At 3:37 p.m., Anderson began to surface. The destroyer's lookout suddenly spotted a periscope wake. Too late. Paulding's bow tore into the submarine, splitting its hull open like paper. The S-4 plunged to the seabed, 100 feet below. 6 men, led by Lieutenant Graham Fitch, were trapped in the torpedo room. When a diver knocked on the steel hatch the next morning, 6 slow taps answered. They were alive. For 3 endless days, they waited, wrapped in blankets, listening to the distant sound of waves they would never see again. By the 5th day, the tapping stopped. The sea kept its secret. Stockton Rush, Titan Submersible, 2023. June 18, 2023. 5 explorers, including Stockton Rush, CEO of OceanGate, descended 12,500 feet toward the Titanic wreck. Unlike traditional submarines, Titan was built from carbon fiber, a design many experts had warned was risky. An hour and a half into the dive, communication was lost. The world watched as search ships scoured the ocean for 4 days. Then, silence broke. A debris field was found near the Titanic. The Titan had imploded instantly under immense pressure. It happened faster than a heartbeat. No suffering, no warning. 5 lives vanished into the same abyss that claimed the Titanic a century earlier. Closing narration. From the icy Atlantic of 1927 to the crushing black depths of 2023, every one of these men chased purpose, exploration, or duty beneath the waves. Some sought knowledge, some served their countries. All paid the ocean's ultimate price. The sea doesn't forgive mistakes. It remembers them. If stories like these fascinate you, the mysteries, the courage, the tragedies, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments which story hit you the hardest. Your support helps us keep uncovering the hidden depths of history.